Hi guys. So today for language, we're going to try something a little different. I'm going to be able to mirror my iPad and work with you on the problem. So I'm super excited about that. So let me go ahead and try to share my screen with you. iPhone via cable or iPad via cable. And there it is. So exciting. Okay. So today we're on page 271 to 272, and we are working on prepositional phrases, which I know you guys are very, very, very good at. So let's go ahead and get started. The object of the preposition is the noun or pronoun that follows the preposition in a sentence. To find the object of the preposition, or we call them OPs, say the preposition and ask the question, what or whom? So we have the ancient Greeks believed in many gods. Okay. Our subject is Greeks and our verb is believed, or our verb. So sorry. Our verb is believed, and we have in many gods. Our prepositional phrase is in many gods, and we have in, and we ask ourselves who or what is in its gods. Okay, let's keep going on. A prepositional phrase begins with a preposition and ends with an OP and includes the words between them. So we have prepositional phrases that are identified with parentheses, which we've already got there because we're so good at this. We have in ancient Greece, the highest part of the city was called the Acropolis. Our verb is was called, and our subject is part. So we're not going to find prepositional phrases within part and was called. But let's look here. We have in ancient Greece and we have of the city. So our prepositional phrases are in ancient Greece and of the city. Our prepositions are in and of, and our prepositional object of the prepositions are Greece and city. So if we look here, we have in ancient Greece and of the city. Our prepositions are in and of, and our OPs are Greece and city. Let's move on. It says, notice that the simple subject and verb are never located in prepositional phrases, and I kind of hinted at that for you. A comma follows all introductory prepositional phrases, and we'll have 2 sentences today that display this, of 5 or more words. The introduction may contain more than one prepositional phrases. Above the city of Athens, then we have a little comma here. Several ancient buildings stand on a hill. And you guys are very good at finding prepositional phrases. So what I want to do is just go ahead and go to the guided practice. Put prepositional phrases around each put parentheses around each prepositional phrase. Underline the simple subject once and the verb twice. Insert any missing commas. See page 355 in your grammar handbook for a list of common prepositions. And you guys all know that above, about, aboard, across, that song for the prepositional phrases. So let's look at number 1. It says the ancient Greeks built beautiful temples for the gods on the Acropolis in Athens. So if I was looking at number 1, I want to find my subject and my verb first. And I think it's easier to find your verb first and then ask yourself who's doing that verb or who is that verb. So number 1, the ancient Greeks built beautiful temples for the gods on the Acropolis in Athens. What is your verb? If you said built, you're right. Okay, who or what built? Greeks built. And what did they build? Well, let's look here. We only need to find our prepositional phrases. So we have for the gods on the Acropolis in Athens. How many prepositional phrases did you find? If you said 3, you're right. We have for the gods on the Acropolis in Athens. And that's all you need to do for number 1. So let's move on now to number 2. The Parthenon was built in honor of the goddess Athena. So what is your verb? And I'll give you a hint. It's a verb phrase this time. Was built. Ask yourself who or was built. Parthenon was built. Now we need to go on a hunt for our prepositional phrases. In honor of the goddess Athena. Great, let's move to 3. And I like to use different colors so you guys can see the differences between the sentences. Number 3, it sits high above the city. Okay, what's my verb? Sits. Good. Who or what sits? It sits. Do we have a prepositional phrase? It's kind of a short sentence, but we do. It's above the city. The preposition is above, and the object of the preposition is city. Number 4, it was built between 447 B and 432 BC. What's your verb? It's a verb phrase this time. Was built. Who or what was built? It was built. It's okay if a pronoun. Pronouns can be subjects, right? Prepositional phrase, between 447 and 432 BC. This is a prepositional phrase that has a compound object of the preposition. Between is your preposition. 447, 432 is BC, is your object of your preposition. Great job. Let's keep going. Number 5. Today, the Parthenon is famous for its magnificent columns. What's your verb? Is. Good. Who or what is? Parthenon is. And let's look at our prepositional phrases. For its magnificent columns. For is your preposition. Columns is your object of your preposition. It's and magnificent are actually adjectives describing your columns. So this is what I want you to do. Please pause the video now and try 6 through 10. And what I'm going to do is put it up on the screen for you after you've paused, and you'll find the answer. So let's look. Pause, and come back. Okay, let's look here. These are the answers for 6 through 10. So for 6 through 10, what you'll notice is that you have ones that have introductory clauses. Number 7 has an introductory clause here, so we needed this comma. Okay, and number 10 had this introductory clause here, and we needed this comma. If you didn't put them, that's okay. Go ahead and put them in now. Because remember, the 2 sentences at different times through the years have more than 5 words, so that's why they need an introductory, a comma after the introductory clause. And during the Turkish invasion of Athens has more than 5 words, so it needed a comma after those introductory clauses. Okay, so how'd you do? If you didn't do so hot, circle what you didn't kind of understand or what was confusing to you. And when I conference with you later on this week, I will go over that with you. But what I want you to do is this. Go ahead and do page 272. You're doing the exact same thing that we did together, okay? And you are going to just have a couple more sentences this time. You have 12 sentences, okay? And then you're going to go to apply and write. And apply and write says expand each sentence by adding at least one prepositional phrase. You guys are great at this because you're really good with your creative writing. And you're going to write a new sentence. Can you add on, like if you say, I eat peanut butter on my couch in the rain during mobile learning. Had to throw that one in there. During mobile learning, yeah, you could definitely do that. Okay, you could add 3 prepositional phrases if you wanted to. So try that. Press pause. After you're done with that, press unpause, and we're going to see what your answers are. So press pause now. Okay, so after you're done, you go ahead and we're going to check the answers for this. I'm going to get my screen shared one more time with you. And we're waiting, connected, it's connected. Great. Okay, so check your answers. There were 2 sentences with introductory clauses, more than 5 words. Number 5 was after more than 2,500 years, or 5 or more words, I should say. And then number 11 was within the walls of the Parthenon. So 2 of those needed commas after the introductory clauses or introductory phrases. But go ahead, pause this video, check yours. If you're having trouble with finding all of the prepositional phrases what you need to do is just look a little bit closer. Circle the ones that you were having trouble with that really just threw you off, and we'll talk about those later on today or later on this week, the ones that you're having just a little bit issues. I think you guys are all good at this. Remember, when you're finding subjects and verbs, find the verb, the state of being, or the action verb, and ask yourself who or what about that verb. Okay, and then that's going to be your subject. It can be a pronoun too. And finding prepositional phrases. Go back to, let's look, it told us here, go back to page 355 and find those prepositions. That will help you. If you're having a really hard time, go back to that page and look at it, because you guys all have your books. So here are the answers again. You're doing great. We're working through all this together, and I'm so excited that you guys still get to continue your learning through all of this. And I can't wait to hear your sentences. I bet they're really funny because you guys are creative, excellent writers. So thank you so much for this lesson, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.